Hey guys, I just got out of court, so I figured I'd do a quick video while I'm dressed nice before I take some pain meds and probably conk out. So next up in my cancer story is Christmas in July, and that was my first cancer recurrence. But I feel like I can't just keep going with my cancer story. I have to tell you guys about my current recurrence. So my last PET scan came back that the cancer is back in my bones. It's currently eaten away a 9 millimeter hole in my right scapula, which is the shoulder bone. So I I kind of freaked out. My mind immediately went to 10 out of 10 severity because I really, really did not think my cancer was ever coming back. You can say ignorance is bliss, but I really thought I was a unicorn and that I was special and that my cancer was gone and I was gonna be some inspiration for everybody with cancer because I would be living proof that you can overcome metastatic breast cancer. And that could still be my story. That could. But anyways, just to say that I was shocked is like an understatement. I really, really did not think that it'd be back. So my oncologist scheduled a biopsy for me, an ASAP biopsy, and when I called, it was like 1 o'clock. They called me back, and said they had a cancellation for the very next morning at 7 a.m. Could I be there? So I said yes. And then I went in to do the biopsy. And before I started, the doctor, the surgeon, came in because I did have to go up to a special location. I had to be put under. And the doctor was like, I would not have approved this. The plan that they set forth, like the entry point that they want to they approve the biopsy for, goes through a major nerve in your shoulder. So obviously we can't do that. He said there's a potential other way we could go, but I want to do a couple scans and then decide. So I had to do a couple more scans with the CT machine, and he did decide he was gonna try. So I went under, and then I just remember coming back and hearing, we're calling it. So, in my haze, I was like, what happened? And I didn't really, I kind of understood that they didn't get the sample, but it wasn't until later I got the after visit summary that said that they just couldn't pierce the bone. My bone is too dense, which, I'm taking it as a good thing. That sounds like my bones are still healthy despite cancer. But that they just couldn't pierce the bone, that the needle started bending. So they could not get the biopsy. They could not get the sample to do the biopsy. So, I reached out to my oncologist. She said, yes, I realized that, she got the results too. And she reached out to my radiation oncologist to see if we should consider radiating just this one spot. And he said no, just because there's really not that much good research on radiating breast cancer mets being metastatic lesions. And luckily, I really, really like and really trust this radiation oncologist. I had him before for my brain radiation. So if he says this is not the best choice, then I believe that, and I'm on board with that. But yes, so Dr. Gladney said the plan is just to do my PET scan on July 2nd and see what's going on. If it's growing or spreading, then we will change my chemo treatment. There is a potential that this was just a one-off breakout and that the Enhertu that I'm already on could just knock it out. So that's best case scenario. So that's what I'm hoping for. It'd be great to not, I've been on Enhertu for, over a year and it's been working for me. So I would really like that. I was saying to my boyfriend, I was like, medium case scenario is it grows, but still just stays in my bones. And then we'll just switch to a new chemo treatment. And then worst case scenario, it would be if it spreads. I really, really don't want it to spread to my brain again. Yeah, so to say that I'm not nervous would be a lie. But despite being nervous, I am hopeful, always hopeful. So fingers crossed for me that when I go get my PET scan, it'll be clear again, and then Enhertu will knock it out, and then this just won't be a big deal. I'll laugh it off that I went so crazy and thought it was the end of the world, when it's not, or it could be. We'll see. So yeah, that's my update, and just stay positive, everyone.